Hello, welcome to all viewers. I'm Atul and we are playing some Shadowverse, the original classic Shadowverse. Today is the final day of Order Shift. Today is 30th April. Well, it's about to become 30th April here in the Netherlands, but in my current computer time it is already there. Since my computer I am running it on the standard time. But anyway, today is the final day. So yes, we are time limited, right? The game is going to end in 2 months. And so we are very heavily time limited in order what to get done. And I reached the GM0 trials for the sleeves, which is very much needed. So just here I will remove my face cam. Yep, that is good. So I just reached that. So let us just make a screenshot. This is great. We have reached this, and it took some real effort, right? So let us just discuss this. So I was roughly at much lower. I was roughly around at 1.5K or even below 1K like 3 days ago. So I really tried hard to reach up till here, and it was a real struggle. So we can just showcase some of the games. But the deck I most used to climb was sword, in particular loot sword. So early in that set, I played a lot of buff dragon also, which works great because you can finish with Coach Joe, Counselor, doing 12 damage in a turn, 5 from the Fanfare and 12 and 7 from the Evo, and combined you can do an OTK. But that was not super consistent, but you could at least play this deck without thinking much. Then I shifted to playing the Loot Sword deck up until roughly 2.5K, and then I got really stuck in the last 2 days. So therefore I went to the deck with which I got the GM the first time that this set was around, right? The original time. And here we put in 2 of the Ahsoka and Shuri twins, and with the deck of Spell Scourger. So this was very useful. We got to GM0 trials, and we need to do that. But let us just first see some replays, right? You can see most of the replays, to be very fair. Turns unskippable. Well, we're not planning to skip turns, so let's just go. Right, the deck is pretty standard. There is no problem. This guy, I know Neophyte, right? I think this guy an icon, and the name, he's even in the master rankings, I think. If we look at this guy. Yeah, he's the third one, 88,000. uh, even the best ones can be beaten if you just high roll enough. In fact, I did not like this meta even the first time and this time around because it's just too heavily reliant on going first. But let's just look at the game, right? Maybe I will just turn off my phone. It looks better.
悪をなせバルバロスの名のもとに伊達や水郷大いに結構
So what's the standard kill? The standard kill is doing either 17 damage on turn 7 or 20 damage on turn 8. This actually is a very tough matchup for us, and the 2 core cards that you need to draw are Rogers and then Paraboros herself, right? She became a leader, and that is what we are playing. So early on, it's all about trading on the board, making sure that we are alive, and this is why Wrath's Blood actually is a very hard matchup because they will heal pretty soon, while we will go down in health. And Trials of Tribulation gives 1 health for each officer coming, right? And we had 2 of them, so that was 2 health. And just look at this, right? So absurd. So here's the core card. First of all, he gives a goblet, summons a cannoneer, refunds 2 play point. He does everything basically, but his leader effect is so strong. So when we play the first loot card, he recovers a play point, and then the second one he deals 2 damage to the enemy leader. Doesn't stack, but this is so absurd. And this is the main card, right? I think this is even the leader card? Or maybe the leader card is the other card. Barabaros, the briny convoy. Put a dread pirate's flag. 3 damage to enemy leader. Let me just pause this. Let me just pause this. So with this in particular, this is how you do 17 damage. You play Barbaros on enhance 7, gain storm, and if you have played or fused at least 7 loot cards, you recover 3 play points. Then you play a tidal gunner, and then play both pirate flag. So that is how to play this. So let's just keep playing. Let me take up a little bit of time. Well, this opponent just threw, right? But anyway, his position was indefensible. So let's have a look how the real top player got beaten, right? Very easily by high rolling. This is an understandable thing because obviously he saw that we had 2 different Barbarosses in hand, and we drew so much, right? This is the reason why the top players reach so top, because they do not waste turns just reaching to the inevitable, right? They had already been defeated. We could play on for 3 turns, but it would not change anything. Here I did not play Barbaros just to not reveal her. Now we assemble the OTK in hand. Not that it matters since we have 2 different tidal gunners, and the tidal gunner card does 1 damage per loot card played every turn. I think this yeah, does it even infinitely. This is another very strong deck. Eluvia's deck. Whenever defense is restored to leader, give +1 to all allied followers. Let me stop that. Yeah. So this can get really out of hand if certain cards are played, which is we will try this deck in the trials just shortly. I don't know why our opponent was waiting, right? The moment he knew that we had discounted something and not played it, he should have known we had an OTK in hand. That is the standard OTK. Even at 7th play point, which we will do a few times, right? We have done this match. And then I went on such a long loss streak, including with even with Ryum. I tried it for 2. It is even the strongest deck, but it's a very difficult to play deck. So playing it when you are already tilting after so many losses, it's not going to work. But let's just see this. The turns here might be typical because this was played on mobile. Yeah, I'm recording. I'm here on the computer, so it's not compatible across different software. Yeah, this I think was a mistake, but yeah, it worked out regardless. I wanted to play Deep Sea Scout, but I slipped and accidentally played this. I was also playing, you can see with the time, right, in the night. So, not the best time, right, but it was almost the last night, right, we had to play. I threw away Goblet because we needed to draw Barbaros, and it's literally the next card. So yes, maybe that was unnecessary, but you know, it is done. And what is a good tactic generally with Stormwrath first mate is to try to reduce the Gilded Necklace, because that extends your 7th turn damage from 17 to 19, right, with Miss Gunner. We used to call her TD Gunner, right? And that extends it because you put +1/+1. Let me just pause. You put +1/+1 on Barbaros and she does another damage. So it adds 2 damage, then you do 19 damage on turn 7, standard wise. Which obviously means that your opponent needs to be at exactly 20, right? Out of the 20 health. So any chip is harmful. And with Roger, you do 2 chip every turn. So yeah, pretty standard. So here we have collected the 6th now. We can get a 7th at any point, but we are under threat now. So they have gone to 19 and we can do 19. But the real threat is that, see, the real threat obviously is that we need to get through this particular called Coral Spirit, and she cannot be targeted by enemy effect, so we cannot destroy her. So I try to remove them. And then I try to set up some more dread flags. What I am trying to do is even try to bait out Brazil. And in particular, Brazil, what she does is -5/-5 to all enemy followers and restore 5 defense, right? Cannot be destroyed by effect. But the point about baiting is that now my opponent used up the entire play point, right? And in case if the health is not high enough, then we can burn through this. So, which is what we are going to do, I think, right? He will ego this, trying to stay out because she knows that this is turn 8, and on turn 8 you can do complete 20 damage, right? Especially if you save up a Dread Pirate's Flag before. But I mean, I think by calculation this should have worked out. It would have been 3, 3, 3, 9 damage, 12 damage, 13, 14 damage. No, it would not work out. Okay. Therefore, I need to remove it by some other way. Yeah, we will just play the basic Barbaros. Recover 3 play point. At this point, our rally is at 20. Therefore, he did 20 damage, rather 4 damage to all enemies. So we did 4 here. And then we will be able to trade this Brazil down. Just look at this damage point, right? And I think I should discard the Roger to get some more cards. Yep. Try to set up more draw. I mean, he cannot keep healing forever, right? He actually did heal. And he went to another high. But there is another kill way to kill, which is not using Barbaros at all, but using, I mean, you use Dread Pirate's Flag. So you use her as a 4 play point follower. Recover 3 play points, so essentially you play her for 1 play point only to get the Pirate Flag, and use like multiple Tidal Gunner, which I think we are going for. And here I have to throw the Tidal Gunner because, well, there is no other way to burn through this much damage. This cannot be destroyed. So if we are not able to get another Tidal Gunner soon, we are basically just lost. But fortune smiles on us, right? Fortune smiles on the bold. Deep Sea Scout draws a loot card. Whenever you play a loot card, we draw a card. We now have the second Tidal Gunner. Now we go to 4 play point. And now we burn them completely, right? Double damage is so high. I mean, we could have played the other pirate attack too, but Lloyd Forger, this was obviously from the anime collaboration. So I got all the leaders. Sad that the game will end, but you know, it was great while it lasted. Then I had so many losses. I was just so lost. Like playing in the night like this and then losing anyways. It was pretty horrible in many ways. It was not that late. This is showing 3.5 hours ahead because I'm in Netherlands. So it was like 1 in the night or 2 in the night, something. Yeah, but let us just start from here. I mean, the losses is basically because so many decks in this meta depended on going first. So if your opponent went first and did the combo, you lost. There was nothing. There was nothing to it. Order champion take 2. Wow. I was the rotation gauntlet champion of last set. I never removed this one, right? One of the best achievements ever. Okay, this is a particularly good set of draws. Tony gets a random commander, so we have a great chance. And we already got Roger. So now we just need Barabaros. We have all the combo cards here. And I was talking about that. So now maybe even an opulent would be good. I'm trying to preserve her in case she cannot get killed. There's a small chance. Obviously gets traded, but we force them to trade here. And we have another deep sea sky. So the point is to keep chipping 2 health every turn and finish once your opponent somehow does not heal up, right? Which happens quite a lot, to be very fair. And they threw away their Brazil to draw 1. And they're drawing another one. Another 2 cards, but okay, it's fine. And they couldn't even remove this one. So I used this free turn to get Dread Pirate's flag. And the reason we do it is to set up turn 7 OTK, right? We can only set up an OTK if we have another 3 damage from 17. That will be 21 damage. So now we are ready to set up that. We just need their next turn to not be a Brazil, right? If we take a pause and just have a look, right? How many loot cards have we already played? Already this was the 7th one. It doesn't matter that he did not give us Dread Pirate's flag. We already have one. We are going to discount it for sure. And then not play it right now. We don't want our opponent to heal right now. And then I fuse the card just so that we don't overdraw. This would not prevent us. I mean, obviously this is an easy kill, right? But sure, he resurrects, but our damage output is so high, right? And this is another reason you want to invoke this card. He invokes after rally 10, So you want to invoke it basically on turn 6 and 7. Sometimes on turn 6 is fine too, but on turn 7 is so great, right? He clears up so many cards. You can even have 2 of Mikhail in deck. It works great. The deck is so strong, right? So the problem with so many decks that can kill on turn 7 is that if you go second, then you definitely cannot kill on turn 6, and even when you go second, turn 8 OTKs are pretty much consistent. Turn 7 is not consistent, but if you then go second, then you basically have to get the OTK on turn 7 to win. Very difficult. So I think we saw this one, right? So let's look at the other ones. Yeah, 448, right? I just kept on playing so long, and then I fell asleep yesterday. So we will definitely get the GM0 right now. This is also my last day in my current place tonight, since I'm moving today in the morning. I definitely don't want to get stuck with in the trials, right? We will quickly play through this. Yep, so this is another deck which is called the armed deck, focused on playing armed trait followers and then using a combo card which Levantine Dragon to combo extreme amounts of damage. So since they did not play turn 1 2 very strongly, we're able to aggro them. This is one of the very few ways to win against them. I would say loot is pretty weak against this deck, so we really need to be very good. And this particular card, not Ashoka and Shiori, but the card that she gives health and then also gives the trait arm. We cannot stop it. We are trying to make a wide board, trying to make it hard for them. So now this will be the 4th follower, armed, who dies. And after that their deck becomes very strong. So now we are basically on a clock, like 2-turn clock. We have to just get it done with. This is all basically to force the Levantine Dragon not to go into the blast form, which is the damage form, but to go into the defense form. And the defense form got buffed later on, where it became immune to destruction, but at this point in rotation it was not immune to destruction. It just gets 3 less damage, which is very strong. But since it's not immune to destruction, and we already have 6 loot cards played, right? So we just fuse. That gives us our 7th card, and that's it and done. Otherwise we could have also played Opulent and then Graceful Maneuver and killed everything. But this is just easy, right?
なんじゃなんじゃ着物が汚れた
One of I think I faced 2 times with this arm deck, so we are at 50-50 win rate. Because I lost the first one where they went completely bonkers on me. There was nothing I could do to defend that. And then there were so many portals playing, like I think Control, and some were playing the Machina deck. That is not too hard, Machina Academy, but we'll try. I don't remember this, so let us just see. Here I got very confident that we will be able to do this, right? I want 2 different long win streaks, right? One loss, and then like what? 6 win streak each. Like imagine that, right? So this deck is basically a disruption deck which evos quite a lot, and it depends on Shin in particular to do a lot of damage. From Chaos Conflagrate, which summons a Shin if X is at least 5. Well, we have to kind of win before it goes out of hand. And then she draws a 1-cost card from your deck, which is again Conflagrate. So a lot of times this card will be getting played. Now this is something that I used to enjoy a lot, that is play Barbaros on turn 4, trying to set up turn 7 OTK, right? That is how you set up an OTK, because this guarantees getting a Dread Pirate's Flag. Then you, especially going first, this was how you can play it, right? Then turn 5 Roger, then turn 6 Storm Rack first name. If you do 2 Barbaros, that is how to win. And we do Roger, so we are in business. In fact, we can even play the 1-cost card. So first I will heal and then play, I think, Deep Scout. Or maybe not. Okay. I just wanted to increase our rally, which also makes sense since we want to get to 10 as soon as possible. But this way I do not play that many loot cards. Okay, that is not a real issue then. Our opponent will be generally making big boards. And here is the big board. Now they have given us the board we can use to get to 7 cards played. Yep. And I trade this one just to get to the 7th card, right? This gets us to the 7th card. It guarantees it even because we can always fuse the gilded necklace in case he banishes or somehow removes this. So once Shin has a lot of Evo points, or rather it's a very late turn, then he starts to get out of hand pretty quickly. So we need to remove him before that. Yeah, but now we have an OTK in hand. This is the OTK. So going second, you basically had to always kind of do this. So if your opponent had been at 20 instead of 18, they would still have died. Right? They would have needed to be at 22 health. Not easy when your maximum health is 20. There are certain cards which can do that. Also, they were in the meta. But yeah, that is not very easy at all. So let us just see some more replays. Then maybe at some point we can stop. But I'm having quite some fun, and this is the last time we are basically playing this set, right? The game is going to die in 2 months, or yeah, about 2 months roughly, end of June. So, and this is the last time we play this set. Although maybe I will actually put this loot deck in a limited deck, just so that I can play some part of the story with this. I really like this deck. Let me drink some milk. Buck Dragon is actually one of the harder matchups, especially if they go first, because they can high roll completely out of control. So here I am really hoping to get Roger, because without Roger it's really hard to deal with their deck. But they waste their turn doing what? Just ramp. So lucky. Here I'm desperately trying to reach to Roger, and we got Roger. Yep, this is what happens when your opponent is dragon, right? Just look at this. Not only are they really good health, they have ramped out of control, they have buffed their deck 4 times. They can do like 15 damage every turn starting next turn. And then we will use the blade to trade everything. This is very necessary. We cannot allow any single follower of the dragon to live, because Coach Joe does too much damage by himself. Let me come on to my bed. I can relax now. Hopefully I don't fall asleep. Even if I do, before I leave my home, we will get to G. And then I will not be playing replays, right? We will just play the GM0 track. Yeah, but just look at this kind of board, right? It could have been an even stronger board. Imagine if they played double of this or something, some variations. Ridiculous boards can be created. Now we even drew, we had Roger effect up. Now we have to use this Stormbrack first mate, obviously trying to clear up everything really hard. I think this ordering was slightly wrong. I should have reduced the blade just so that we can remove everything. This way 5-5 got left up, which is basically a death sentence if our opponent drew well, but obviously we won because they didn't draw the outs, or they didn't draw their maximal card. Oh, they did, huh? Yeah, you see what kind of damage they can do by themselves. So he does this damage with the fanfare if the total defense is 20, which became 20, right? 11, 5 and then 5, which is why you cannot leave anything alive. He got reduced to 1 health. Okay, you see, our health total survived because of that. So obviously we cannot clear with any normal way. I even evo her first because she normally evos with every any spell played, but the problem here is that I want to restore defense as many times as possible. So we will try that. I try to heal up here, set it up, then do this. See, we went to 9 health and we put up two different walls. Now our opponent has gone to 20 health. Yeah, just look at this, right? We are at rally count 17 now. That will be 18. So then we still only do, I think, 2 damage, right? I mean, our followers would die regardless, so let us just try to reduce them. But we would be dead here if we had any storm. They didn't have the storm. They played such a weak card. What even is this, right? I mean, the fact is that our opponent was still playing a weaker deck because they were playing ramp, which is not needed here, and cards like this, which is not needed here, right? Imagine if they had anything else. They would have just killed us over, right? We should have lost this. You're a solid fighter, yes. I hope you get to GM or whatever place you want to be, my friend. All of you do. I want the best for everyone. Even if you are playing some optimal decks, and especially if you are playing some optimal decks. It takes courage to do that, which I do not have, to be very fair. I am basically like a Timmy or whatever is called the archetype, right? Only plays the good decks. Because I don't like to lose that much. I mean, rather I would like to lose if I can learn things, right? Not be like, okay, I played a weak deck and I just lost because it is what it is. Oh yes, this is the leader card with all of the crew in the ship. We also have her. I think we should have her background be transferred. I think so. Maybe not. We'll see. Well, another OTK is having triple gunner on turn 8. Because triple gunner with triple C of the flags is also an OTK. So here I use this up much before because we really need to remove these boards. And just look at it, right? Our opponent basically can heal so much. Yep. And we already went to 14 health. Zap Deck was also tier 1 in this expansion, if I remember. Had very good results because it could also OTK on turn 6. And with some hands on turn 7. Just like every other deck in this meta. So we are trying to just increase our rally just so that we can get things done. Our rally is only 8, but we really need to get this up. Yep, this is why the deck was so strong. They did 5 damage. Howling Demon, he was once buffed to do 5 instead of 3 as he was printed. And I feel forced enough that I want to heal because I think 11 is just not safe enough. And now we will get the invoke. And because of this particular card, I definitely do not want to create a board. So give your leader the following effect: whenever your leader takes damage during the turn, deal 1 damage to enemy leader and restore 1 defense to your leader. This can be done 5 times. So 5 times per turn he does that, and the follower strike doesn't matter. He destroys. Okay, it's all fine. But that leader effect means that every time they do damage to themselves, they also do damage to us, which can this is what leads to that OTK easily. So I want to be very careful, right? That is the 7th card. But at this point, obviously, it's a kill, right? This is the 17 health kill. But otherwise, we would have traded and kind of hoped that we would not die. But here, obviously, our opponent was not at 18 plus health. Yes, the sky is definitely ours, my dear friend. You are gone. Then we have Alice. Shadowcraft. I think Shadow was pretty bad this set. Sometimes it would win because the deck was host deck. I mean, there was another deck, the discard deck. Especially against buff, that is a very strong deck. I do not know what she will be playing. Next month, obviously, is UCL, right? Unlimited Colosseum. And we are definitively not playing the rotation. I disliked it. That was the first time that we played this. First impression, bad impression that I got from that. So I'd rather be playing Unlimited next set. At least have fast games, right? Win fast, lose fast. Try to get to GM that way. Actually, this is even the third deck, which was a fuse shadow deck. Yeah, but with the slow, this is a particularly slow deck that they are using. This is not going to work out. So our opponent's deck is based on this particular card that they were using, not Viscara. That she is there only to restore and heal, but with the Grave Void Knight. Whenever cards are fused to this card with 2 different card or less, then you put a follower from your deck to your hand. Otherwise, transmute this card, basically transform into Grave Educator, and gain +2/+2 whenever another allied follower is destroyed, and reduce damage to this follower to 0. Not affected by anything except so basically he's an Aegis, Shadow Aegis. So yeah, we are very much time limited, and we have to basically set up the damage. So as always, I always try to do one of 2 things, right? Either get the necklace down to 0. I did not even save it up here, which I think is not the right decision. But I'm just trying to go for aggro. Right, because we did not have the Roger effect set up. I drew it only right now. And this is another reason to play Deep Sea Scout, sometimes even as a throwaway thing, just to draw. So they did this the second time. They will now transmute it for sure. So starting turn 7, and they will also be killing us on turn 8, right? Turn 7 they will play Soul's Light, because Soul's Light also does the same thing. They have played Soul's Light. It can be transmuted into Heart's Radiance when 2 or more cards are fused, which is a 7 play point spell. Summon 5 things and then destroy everything. So it restores 5 health, and therefore 4 are destroyed. That automatically gives +8/+8 to the Grave Void Knight instantly next turn, and then very next turn you just OTK. And then they have a lot of cards with very great last words which do damage, heal, and everything. Like I know it would be their player stats. They would have they would have fused Abyssal Kernel, right? Restore defense, destroy enemy followers, and things like that. And then last word, summon a Soul Grinder, like very, very, very strong deck to fight. This is the match where I drew all 3, right? So you are the leader. Just look at this, right? They also fuse this too. So it summons another Hydra of Decay. Like, just think about it, right? If this follower was summoned with an effect, gained the ability to attack 2 times per turn. It's basically set up so that you try to remove everything, and then you cannot do that, right? So once Heart's Radiance is played, turn 8 is basically the kill turn. That is how this meta was. Every single deck does it, but here obviously I didn't even use it, but it was just a reflection. I'm just used to doing it, right? At 17 health, my opponent was at 14. I was playing on instinct. I'm still winning quite a lot, to be very fair. I was almost tilted with some matches, especially after like losing 5 in a row or something.
戦場に勝利の花を。心の意味をあなたは知ってる？
闇は再び。闇は再び。赤点だって磨けば光る。闇は再び。才能があれば。
大海原を突き動か
いざ出航。
沈めちゃうよ。おかしい、玉切れです。褒めて褒めて。
あと海原。
With puppet force, we need to be careful to actually kill their followers both the times, right? Because the first time, second follower gets created. Yep.
大海原を突き動かおかえりなさい。待ってましたよ。褒めて褒めて。踊って。ご飯の後はゲームしましょう。
Here, I think our opponent is really trying to not give us keyboards. And we are forced to try to go all in, right? There's not much we can do.
あの日の使いを今。
We are hoping to draw into some good cards. Yep. And here I was thinking, surely our opponent cannot banish everything, right? And it sure doesn't.
勇者はしない。
Basically running control portal. This was a very strong card in Crosscraft because when 10 have been destroyed,
あの日の
gain
使いを
5-5 and store.
とわの残
Really strong.
愛の刻印。
向かったか。盛大に。
アジャク無声。俺の居場所だ。
Here we are at 7, so we are trying to set up a situation where we put OTK or rather do 17 damage, but our opponent healed up. So now we are forced to, well, yes, indeed. I used it so that you would draw.
荒れてくぜ。
富、財、地区。これにて勝つ。
I should have evoed her first,
平坦、最強化。
just so that we can heal more. Or, but yeah, okay, what I'm trying to go for is the
お嬢のために全てを
actually not needed since we have 3 tidal gunners. I could have done that OTK, but what I'm going for is again the standard OTK. But even triple gunner is an OTK.
値千金。
But here I'm also trying, I think, to try to kill the board. No. Well, the risk with triple gunner is indeed interstellar battle cruiser. So what this guy does at 8 in hands, with 7 he just banishes, on 8 he discards 2 cards from our hand. So out of 8, 2 cards will get discarded. You can easily lose your Barbaros and like title gunner. So that is why the triple gunner I had thought, okay, that is just not going to happen, right? And in fact, it would not have happened. But we are lucky that none of our 3 combo pieces got removed out of 8. Very unlucky for our dear friend.
負けたのね、私。
Yes, this is losing. Here, at this point, I was hopeful that we will definitely reach GM0 trials, right? I mean, there I was like, okay, now we are really in a good flow. And then very 2 games later, I just lost. But that is just how life is. I'm just recording all the like whatever is the 16, 18 wins of the last day, struggles of the last day. That is maybe how I will put the title in YouTube. Struggles of the last day. Recording it. Not the live footage, but at least replays. As usual, Buff Dragon is always a threat. Here we are desperate to get Roger, which we got just now. But I am in such desperation because they have now buffed up like I think 4 or 5 times already. Right, played cards, opponent, right, 2, 3, 5 times. Their cards are going to be so absurd. Except that they might not draw it instantly. And they didn't draw it. Which gave us 1 turn of leeway, right? And that means I will draw some more with the standard Deep Sea Scout. That was always my way of playing this. We did not run into Storm Wreckmate and they also did not get all the important cards, so not bad. As usual, we are trying to get to 7 fuses or 7 plate plus fuse, just so that I can try to get some kind of an OTK run, right, with different card combinations. Yeah, but these boards are already starting, you can already see that they are starting to get out of hand, right? And they will become even more strong. So I have to try to remove this as soon as possible. Here I trade this, knowing that it's pointless to try to defend. And then clear the full board. And then again also I think clears the tribulation just to ward. Which gets us pretty high in rally, everything. We are at 13, so we will invoke Mikhail next turn. And they're at only at 6 health, which is pretty low. But we could also instantly die. Well, it's lucky that they were only at 8 play point. But 8 play point is already an OTK, because you can do like the triple striker and then OTK with Joe. But this is one of the reasons he had gotten nerfed in this set already in the beginning of the set. I think he could evolve even with 3 defense, and then it was really absurd. You could high roll on turn 4, instantly kill your opponent. But just look at this, right? I mean, with all this, not really possible. So then, instead of trying to go for the standard skill, just use this as a 1 play point card, and you get effectively a triple title gunner situation, or at least 3 pirate flag with 2 play point, and that is 9 damage or even more, right? That is 9, 15, 17 damage already. Our opponent knew what was up. He gave up instead of us playing 3 cards, right? This was very good. So after this we lost one, and then will be the final stretch. Yeah, so let's just see all the replays anyway. We have now seen most of them, so this won't hurt too much. It will be like another half an hour of replays, which is not too much. Here I play Penguin Punisher because I want to fight for early board. We can afford 2 damage to face Personages. He tries to make sure that we cannot do it, but we also try to grab board. We have to try to prevent early damage as much as possible because blood does straight in advance. So this is actually, now we figure out this is Evo blood, which makes me a little bit comfortable. Evo blood is a far easier deck to face, but even this deck can go out of hand pretty quickly. So here obviously I played 2 times, and then I also draw probably throwing Goblet, I think, right? Indeed. At least my plays make sense to me. Or rather, I would have made the same plays basically even the second time. Except maybe in some of the matches that I lost. The opponent was like, yeah, they did not draw any good cards, they just scoop. Which is very important. It's important to know when to scoop. Will this be another control portal? Control decks, I don't like them. Which if anybody has seen any of my episodes would be pretty odd, right? Because so much of what I have played are control decks in Voids Beyond, especially the second game. Actually, for some reason, I did not really like Barbaros's. The background and leader are very good arts. I mean, the art itself is very good, but somehow her character did not really appeal to me. Such a young girl captain, but also pretty odd character traits. Mutinies against her own friends or parents, something like that, right? So I always thought that something was pretty, it just did not sit right with me. But this is the Machina deck where I have to kind of clear everything well before this. They are going face because they know that they will be, I have to keep on clearing this their card. And we actually cannot afford to not clear them, so yeah, that is what will be happening.
ために全てを捨てろ。行くぜ。
沈めちゃうよ。
行くぜ。
沈めちゃうよ。遠慮はいらない。
こんなことが。
本望だ。
我お頭より美しく
リフレクトシフト。
Hey, just look at how much damage we are all taking, right?
波も俺も荒れてくぜ。
Uh,
行くぜ。
if you look at, we have now played 6 out of 7. So I really want to get things rolling and next turn already make sure that we can kill, right? Otherwise this is not a good situation for us.
お嬢のために全てを捨てろ。行くぜ。
沈めちゃうよ。お頭玉切れです。
行くぜ。
遠慮はいらない。
我お頭
In fact, I should have played Blade there, that would have worked out. But I also wanted to go face as much as possible.
罰をしろ。
Because they will also be healing from Mikhail's.
我に示す
起動します。
Except not they are already in the range, right? Which is exactly why loot was such a strong tech, right? Having such absurd breakpoints.
私が選んだ道よ。
神への忠誠我に示すあと海原王あげ挑め
However, we can see that I did not have the Roger effect on, so I actually cannot kill on this turn. Maybe I could. Barbaros would refund. That would be 7. Tidal Gunner 8 and 11. And then 112. So I could have killed this turn. I should have done it then. Okay, that was probably a mistake, but no,
これにて
fair enough. We will just heal up.
平坦再強化値千金
And make sure that we actually do the kill next turn.
青海原は俺様の庭
沈めちゃうよ。値千金
おかしいな
起動します。停止します。停止します。欲望こそが発明を生む。
神への忠誠我に示
外
す
に見えて中身は最新ハッケーアシステム起動。リターンエンドですよ。とんだ夕日だ。起動します。
沈まねえさ
And because we invoke Retina every turn, so it is basically impossible to sustain this forever. Therefore, we have to just finish this. So it's just standard kill. I reckon I should have just given up, right?
悪と誇らしい自由の証。
天を張る
This will be the mirror match. Very few people ever play sword, I think. Not that many people play sword, despite it being like a tier 1 deck. It was also the case back in the rotation, if I remember correctly. Not that many people tried to experiment with all other easier decks. But in my opinion, this is a very straightforward deck. When Oswald was released, the Barbaros and such cards, that first loot variant was much harder for it.
あの日の誓いを今。きっとあなたがお婿様。ペンは剣より強いペン。
厚なる盾を見よ。なんだと。大海原を突き動かす。
Here, obviously, we try to save as much of a board as possible to produce a threat. And they are in such stress, right? They are looking for Roger, and we are just trying to make as much. Sorry for that. We are trying to just draw our combo pieces too. They don't even draw Roger, so they have to make do with the dashing duelist or basically Lloyd Forger, and they are trying to dig even deeper. Pitiful that it didn't work out for them, although our health is also not extremely high, so I need to heal too. And here I tried to put Roger behind 2 wards, trying to maybe see if we could get 5 damage chip, but obviously he has the answer. He still doesn't have the Roger effect on, right? So it still is important. It means we are left with 1-2 on board, I think. Oh, what? He left a 2-2 on board. Okay, if he wants to take damage, and he's welcome to it. And here I'm desperately trying to draw Barbaros. I'm like, okay, where are you? I have the other combo pieces already done. We need Barbaros. And now he draws Roger. Now I'm like really scared. I'm like, come on, where is Barbaros? No, and I cannot even draw Barbaros like this, right? Just look at this. So this was just so that I do not I wanted to draw as many cards as possible without discarding. Oh, finally we have Barbaros. I mean, the ordering was also pretty off, right? I should have obviously bladed the 5-1 Roger. That would have kept everything alive, but yeah, I was just playing very quickly. But next turn is already their death, and they do not have the way means to kill me. So they try to heal up, right? Hoping that I don't have Barbaros, but we have that. I mean, they still heal quite a lot. It is just that it's just not enough. But you see, a little bit of chip and they would have healed. This is why the deck was so strong. Yeah, at least they gave up on right time, right? Huh, very eventful match. Well, this is what happens when you don't draw the combo pieces, right? Neat, okay. Then we have Bloodcraft. Rune was the most difficult deck to face, I think, as loot, but yeah, that would be Dark Rune. There was another Rune deck, if I remember correctly. spellcraft room was also here
この戦場に勝利の花を
with
この
ire.
層が私のものだ。
And then there was also chess room, which could be pretty strong, but usually it was not too bad. I mean, it really, with loot, every matchup was basically whether you go first or not. Here we have gone second against Wrath Blood. Not good position to be.
ペンは剣より強いペン
So here obviously you want to somehow
悪しき戦
kill by
術を
turn
従おう
7.
ペンは剣より強いペン
コルン白鵬によれ
And there I killed the Mastro card so that accidentally do not have this extra ping much later. I mean, they will obviously be healing quite a lot, so I don't think that can be avoided.
王を上げ挑め
楽しみましょう
青海原は俺様の庭
沈めちゃうよ
白鵬によれ
赤点だって磨けば光る
拭えないから
And they're already in Wrath, which means... Oh, they get Rhapsody. This I think is a little bit dangerous.
耐えてみせろ
What they're trying to do is not turn 7 OTK setup. Because I know what they would have selected. With Rhapsody, you select Devilish Diva, right? You get this Devilish Diva, which does 3 damage, or rather 3 times ping and then restores 5. So 3 times ping and then you play Garodeath for the 3 damage and then 8 storm, that is 11. 3 damage from here is 14. And then if you have Rouge and Verdant active, then that is a straight OTK. So yeah. But I think this is very dangerous for them because you can already see the effect, right? And we are like, you just have to pressure them hard.
これが俺の合格点だ
獲物はおもちゃもてあそんで壊すおかしい見せてあげる
However, you will see that a clear weakness of this particular card. Oh, where is it? Okay, this one obviously clears 5 times. Blade cards, enhancing Rhapsody, Devilish Diva, this only works for strike. Therefore, this does not work if we don't give him a follower, right? So I just am like, okay, I'm not giving any follower. Try your own way.
楽しませてもらった
I know. We also gave up. We couldn't find anything, right? Hi- If we had any follower left, we would have just died then and there. So sometimes you have to make sure not to build a board. Knowing when to not build a board is perhaps more important than just building a board randomly. More important. Which, to be very fair, is what I liked about Shadowverse, right? You just did. One of the things about late game Shadowverse is like you don't just build a board for the sake of building a board.
悪をなすバルバロスの名のもとに骨も綿も道義の敷石
より広く
Here our opponent is really going with Golem Lord up. So I think this was my first time getting to use Spell Scourger.
赤点だって磨けば光る
あの日の使いを今あんた
and I trade so that I can get also the other trades. Since I know that our opponent will be getting Golem Lord up.
知らぬことは見させてくれるか。あと海原王上げ挑め。青海原は俺様の庭。
Midolo was one of the reasons why this deck was so absurd, right? Put a random graph card from your deck into your hand. If it is fused with one card, put two different random graph followers, right? So you could keep fusing with this, and if you fused at least 5 different cards, then it became a Midolo's Corner of Truth, who drew 5 cards and changed their cost to 0 until the end of the turn, and also gave everything rush. Absurd. You could actually draw an OTK with that hand, right? Which is why that deck was so strong. But even without it, I mean, their damage output was way too high. You will just see, right? I made this board just to bait out their golem, just so that he removes all his stack. But even then, I will be forced basically to use my Barbaros if I don't draw my Storm Wrath. So this was one of the reasons why the Rune deck was so strong. Earth tried to get 2 Guardian Golems, so he is hidden behind a Guardian Golem, and at the end of the turn he deals X damage to the opponent leader with scaling with the total number of golems, right? And imagine this, right, on turn 5. Like, what even is this? How can he even deal with this? Right? Half the decks would just fold. So I am literally forced to throw away my Barbaros here. Not only that, I also forced to throw away my Red Pirate's flag. Then my opponent can just heal up. So I probably should play it, yep, draw. This was a particularly dangerous situation, right? Because Levy does 6 damage to enemy leader, also gets Crimson Sorcery in hand, recovers a evolution point if 7 have been consumed. Well, the last condition probably didn't happen right now, but look at this damage output. And once 7 cards have been used, she gives to her own leader the effect whenever an enemy follower attacks, give it -2/0. So now she's immune to OTKs and everything. So yeah, just look at this. So we are also forced to kill this turn. I don't think we can defend that well. But seeing that we cannot do any damage, may as well just heal, right? I probably should have evoed you, but it's fine. Their damage range is also like 13 if I remember, 6 with Levy, but he already has another Crimson Sorcery in hand from the first time, so that is another 3. But I think the damage output is 16, so we should be at 17 health, hopefully. But we couldn't get there. If we had evoed opulent first, I think I could have gotten to 70. So this is actually in their kill range if I see. But then they don't draw this, so we are fine. They are setting up a next turn kill, but that doesn't matter. They're already done, right? If you do not kill by turn 8, then there's nothing that will be done to make you survive this meta. Yep. Makes full sense. Then we had a rare forest craft. I think I lost before to that. YX Family Cup Champion. Really? You already see why the forest deck is so strong, right? You will just see, just look at the sheer damage that they will throw out. Yep, and because of Plumeria's effect, give your leader the following effect once on each of your turn. After they become able to evolve, when a life fairy comes to play, give its turn. So this is that turn, right? Turn 4. And just look at this, right? You will start getting stormed every turn. Incredibly hard deck to fight. I'm desperately looking for Roger. I get there, but yeah, not very good situation. So now I basically have to try to set up a turn 7 kill. And just look at this damage that that's showing. And then they are drawing way more than me. Then they also keep healing because Plumeria has drained too. And their win con is 20 followers left playing, while they already have 14 left. So Forest also does an OTP on turn 8 basically. Every deck does that. What I am trying to do here is to do 2 damage or rather 4 damage with Spell Scourger. Because Spell Scourger does 2 damage to a random enemy, right? But there's only one enemy left. So we would do this 2 times. That would also get us rally 10. And that would put them at 14. But importantly, from 20 you can put your opponent to 16, which is a break point, right? This was another way to win. So here the spell scourger is very important.
芽生えた思いを力に星のような道しるべに諦めないどうかのかなまた明日森の外はドキドキなの
They have gone to 17 now, right? Imagine if they were already not at 14, or rather less than even 14, right? Then they would have healed back to 20. While storming every single turn, right from turn 4 onwards. Like, just look at how hard it is to defend this, right? But they are now at 17. This is the standard kill, so yep, that is it. But otherwise we would have been defeated here, because they would have won it on turn 7, because they already had 20 left play, and our health was way too low. But yeah, well, they just couldn't heal strong enough. It happens, my friends. Happens. Forestcraft was like a tier 2 deck. Well, Bloodcraft again. Do we go second? If we go second, we have to set up a turn 7 kill. Yeah, go second, turn 7 kill is necessary.
野天へ至るはこの私
And Nightly Thief would have been a better thing here. Now we draw another card which we can throw, but I would like to throw Princess Juliet. They try to leave a 3-1 on board, which we are lucky. If you go second, you need to be a little bit lucky in this meta. I think I will probably throw Seeker of Love also. Yep, indeed. We want to get everything rolling for turn 7 here. And the Howling Demon does 3 damage to your own leader, if not in wrath, but they will quickly become in wrath, I think, after this. This was the 6th time. They will get to 7 next turn, but he also has Drain and 5 heal. So this is the critical part, right? And I will try to reduce Necklace while trying to not use it, right? But then I'm like, okay, I have to use you, because that would still only give us, we did not have enough root play, and this is a disaster, right? So they have already set up a turn 8 OTK, and that is unavoidable. So at this point our only hope is that we also set up an OTK. So that is the 7th card played to get Stormwrath Mate, and I will
値千金
reduce the cost of Red Pirate's flag.
栄光の輝きを
お嬢のために
That is
全て
necessary
を捨
for
て
the
ろ
turn 7 OTK. And that is it. Turn 7 OTK in hand we have. Do they have it? No, they don't.
嘆きに踊る満つる感じこの世など哀れとんだ夕日だ
野生の
生には今しむ自由の全てを捧げさせてくれそこで褒めて使わすそこでそこで楽しみましょう沈む溺れる自由な落ちる
I really like Katya as a leader too. So cute. She's basically like that Elia, I think, is the Tuhu character. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Final match. Final replay. And then we do the trials. Right now, even. We will not be waiting until tomorrow morning. And then I can forget, right? This is the last day. We need to get the trials done. Sorry for that. Yeah.
この戦場に
Yeah.
勝利の花ゲーム好きなんで付き合いますよ
So this is a control deck.
この
Obviously, you
重
see the
厚なる
arc.
盾を見よ
They are healing the leader's maximum defense. This is one of the
今
other
の
ways.
僕じゃ嫌なんだ
It's a much stronger card when you go second, right? Because you have more evolution points.
ロイド・フォージャーです。
あの日の誓いを今今の僕じゃ嫌なんだ
なんだと
抜かったか
あと海原王を上げ挑め
楽しみましょう
青海原は俺様の庭
沈めちゃうよまだ僕は食らったまだ僕はきっとあなたがお婿様
So we have to try to chip them down as much as possible.
果てなき翼
And they are breaking, right? So we have to kind of hope that they keep breaking.
よろしく
Yeah, Yoroshiko indeed.
道たがえども我らの意志を開始しますブラシを
沈まねえさ
ビターエンドですわ
任務完了
おかえりなさい待ってましたよ
波も俺も荒れてくぜ行くぜ
がいがあるね盛大に
お嬢のために全てを捨てろ行くぜ
沈めちゃうよおかしら玉切れです
行くぜ
遠慮いらない翼ある限りヘッド交換
I should have probably traded the 5-5, but I also didn't want anything to get banished.
我がマナを
いってらっしゃいバイ
因心なさり
本望だ
At this point, I thought it was a really easy win, right?
神への忠誠我に示せ
ここまで
And our opponent just gave up, knowing what was about to happen. Yeah, that was the final. Yeah, I was so happy with him. I'm like, okay, bro, thank you very much. I was under so much pressure. Then there are some other very strong decks, right? If you look at the decks here, Shadow is a weak deck to me, but it can still win quite a lot. Portal's main deck is about healing a lot, which is the deck we were facing with Shin, Enemy of Chaos, which does 6 damage and heals quite a lot. So he's pretty strong too. What I mean, obviously I showcased Sword. I think we will try out Haven, right? Haven I generally don't play that much, so nothing wrong if we try it, right? This is a deck focused on Illuvia, obviously, as we discussed. Otherwise, we could play Forest, but this is such a weak deck. I would be losing so much with Mogachio. I think we tried a few times on screen. I think I tried a few times by myself. It was just impossible. I just could not get it done. So even at the end of our thing, we will not get 150 with Forest. That's sad, but there's nothing you can do, right? I'm not getting to like whatever 400 wins or whatever 300 wins, whatever it takes to get there. I do have pretty high wins also with Haven, my second most played class, so we can get that. Yeah, let's quickly try to get this done, right? Let's play Haven. I don't know how to play this, but we will try to see. Right, trials are trials. Okay, against Portal Craft.
神はいない。私が救う。アーティファクト起動。
You will obviously keep Kira because she draws a card. You are also draw. You are clear. I will throw you. Okay, Winged Brilliance should be good. That should be played on turn 4. Oh, and this is the other card. This should be played on turn 6. So this is good setup. This being 2 cost means that we have time. Okay, this is the control deck. Okay, then this could become hard. So when 2 Havencraft cards are there, then this one gets transmuted into basically Sanctuary. So that is what we are going to do. You and what? Aether? I will just draw from Aether Illuvia. Oh, the first time this one heals, if the fanfare is healed, right? So draw. That's second time recover a play for third time destroy a random enemy combo. So we are trying to set this up. This doesn't really matter. So on an Aether, randomly put one of the highest cost Havencraft followers. That costs less than the total number of play points. Right? So this automatically draws then we evolve.
救済を受け入れよ。イリスの教えのいかがでしょうか。休めましたか。華やい。
We healed and we drew. And Fount of Tranquility subtract X cost whenever we X equals number of evolved followers. So we will heal a lot. I think I will get this heal. I will try to boat lock. Can we get the boat lock with
起動します。ブラシを。私としたことは。
Oh, they are healing quite a lot.
ブラシを。シルベル。停止します。
Okay, what I can do is
審問に拒否権はないわ。 すがる
so
も
when
の
he
など
evokes
ない。
this destroys another agent of the
神が
commander
こぼした福音を。
because that is the only other random condemned card in there.
審問に拒否権はない
And
わ。
then the third time, what can we do? We could play this card, or otherwise deal 1 damage to enemy follower, restore 1 defense to your leader. We could play Meo's Gourmand. I think it's fine. Just so that we can remove this follower, right?
季節が今日の隠し味。ヘッド効果。
And now there should be a heal of heal 2 at the end of the turn here both times. That should recover a play point. That doesn't matter, but it should, and most importantly, also destroy another card. So let's just
国会
do
を
it.
国会を。まだ僕は。
Okay. Now let's see how do they get rid of this? Can they do it?
起動します。
Reduce next damage to 0.
停止します。
They have a pretty obnoxious card in their hand too. And this one, if we have 5 evolve, then that activates, but we do not have any other evolve activation.
いつもと同じ。
That is a problem for us.
乗らせてよ、主ちゃん。
Okay. And they will get to 7 evos right now.
起動
Or
し
10
ます。
evos rather. Right, how many evos they are at? 6 already. This will be 7th one.
起動します。パーティー
This is 8th one. Okay, so next time they are already at
止め
home.
ましょう。停止します。
Wow. Wow, this is a problem. So I need to keep John for next turn. This is 2. Okay.
暗室育ちの美は強さ。研ぎ澄ますわ。研ぎ澄ますわ。優雅な好きとか無理です。せいや。戒律通りに。もうやめて。戒律通りに。国会を国会を。つきますわ。
Normally you could do OTK on turn 7.
新しい冒
But we
険が
couldn't do
始まる
that.
のね。
That just means we lose all our followers because Queen will come active. For sure this turn, right?
今の僕じゃ嫌なんだ。混沌の物語。
He destroys 3 different followers, right? And he will attack the 4th one.
なんてことでしょう。
Wow. And he also reduces the cards in hand, right, by 6. So yep, we are basically just screwed. But yeah, let us just try it anyway.
奇
Right?
跡を起こす旅路。
Only 3 evolve, we will get to 5 evolve. So what do we want? Let's
暗
see.
室育ちの美は強さ。研ぎ澄ますわ。研ぎ澄ますわ。
Try to set you up back again, right?
拒否権はないよ。見旗は人の手で掲げる。じゃあまたね。
I mean, do we heal or do we not heal this time? That is the question. Yeah, I think we will heal.
諦めはしない。国会よ。
This will do 7 damage to us, and then will be shield, so he will do 13 damage. Okay, that's the end.
おいで、姫様。神など。
Yep, turn 8, right? Turn 8. Yeah, there was nothing we could have done. Sad. This is why this deck was so. Actually, the portal deck is very strong against certain decks. Against sword, it's not that strong. Against also forest, it's not that strong. But against haven, it is pretty strong. So yeah, I mean, we could always try Rune if we fail the trials, right? So we will do a trial with each deck. If we fail, I will move to Rune first, then sword. Then we will keep the sword if we keep failing. At some point, surely we win, right? Okay, we will keep this. I think I want to throw you. Okay, this is again portal. Really? Okay, I don't know what to say now. Oh, what a good sleeve, the Zoe sleeve. Okay, good job, good job. I will draw. Okay, this time they are going first, so this doesn't have that big of an effect. Draw. Okay. Lovely. So he has drawn the card, Shin card. Okay. Oh, it is fine. We will get start getting some evolves pretty soon. Oh, this is actually dangerous for us. What is this even? What? Let's just play you so that at least you discard one card. Okay. I mean, I will try to set up agents of command next game, right? And this will do training. You can throw away at least one of those. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This recovers 2 play points.
きますわ。
Wow. That was just so bad.
回り道ですね。この街でも踊るぞ。ブラシを。なんてことでしょう。起動します。ブラシを。
We obviously cannot allow this, right?
起動します。
Okay. And what's the plan here?
ブラシを。
撃砕劇場撃滅だ。
容赦はしない。
銃の時代は愚民の時代
Just
さ。
copies a card, okay? But you are just dead next time.
停止します。
8614. Right? Going second. This deck was pretty good going second because you could Evo Yovia one turn before. This is the kill done, right? Had we waited one more turn, we would have lost because Shin would have gotten to 10 Evos. So this was the only way to win. Yep, that's about right. Evolve 3 times, win 6 ranked matches. Yeah, that is not going to happen. Yeah, let's try the third match. Right. But you already see how the deck works, right? I was able to. This was an easy deck to play, to be very fair, I think. I mean, and that is not true. Amongst tier 1 players, it was really difficult at the top level because there was a lot of intricacies which order to play. But you could just play the deck like whatever. Half the time, the deck itself would bail you out. Not dragon. Could be strong. Going second, that is a little bit better. But maybe against dragon it's not. Random amulet. We could draw the draw amulet. Okay, this is turn 5. Illuvia, not turn 4. That is not good. This is a dead card in. Okay, we have drawn Illuvia. That is pretty good. Okay, Fount of Tranquility is not bad. That is a heal on turn 5, which is pretty decent. Let's hope they do not get Joe on turn 5 or turn 6, right? Okay. So they have thrown away one of the Drazils, which is pretty good. Drazil, since he can even remove followers in ambush, right? It gives -5 to everything. Please don't have. Oh, come on! What even is this high roll? Yeah, we just lost. Yeah, we just lost. There's not much you can do. Yeah. This is 8 damage. Yeah. And there's nothing I can do to heal up, right? 4, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. Yeah, sure, we have ward, but that's not going to help. That just does not help at all. So yep, we just lost. Yeah, 4, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Surely they will get something, right? Here, they might get a striker or something.
しましたわ。
Even a basic
最
strike
年のキックオフ
that's a kill. That's the end. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, bro.
神などいない
The gods have gone indeed. Yep. True, John. Okay, that was the end. This did not work out. I know. Trials failed. At least the trials start again. So battle this time around. We will just play a much stronger deck. We will try to play this right, Rune, Dirt Rune. I have played a version of Dirt Rune on in the unlimited deck, right, which I played for the story part. Let's play this. This will also work similar. We have the Undying Witch ability and some very similar cards like Pascal, Ultramarine Witch obviously is here, Neophyte is here. So we will play that. Uh, that deck has multiple win costs too, but let's hope we can win. If we lose with this, then maybe I switch to Wrathblood. I want to put Sword as the last resort, right? If we cannot win with any other deck. Because we already played Sword for like the entire set, or rather the last few days. Dragon again, we go second. That is pretty bad. Let us hope we draw. Okay, that is draw 2, so I will keep you. Okay, Sweet Defender Golem is also decent. Okay. Okay. It's not too bad. Oh, this is discard dragon. Okay. We will use multi-elemental neophyte next turn, but first we will use the telescope here. Come on, what are you going to play? Arvin, that's fine. We will obviously want to draw. What do I want to play? I think I want to keep both of this and everything. Maybe Medielo I can play later, but I could also play this with the 7 cost. So I think we will just keep everything, right? This probably gets killed in some way. And then that gives us a magic sediment which removes Ultramarine Witch, and then we draw another follower. Otherwise we could always play Outdoors Mage to summon a magic sediment by ourselves in case they play a weak follower. So we will do that. Are they going to play Lilium's Dragon right now? Okay, they play Argente. Okay, that is acceptable. Let's play this and then I will play Groin. Yeah, that. Then we draw or get a verdict ritual from her ability. This is very, very bad. This is terrible actually. What can I fuse? Okay, I will throw away the astrological card just so that I can do this. Okay. Okay, now I can play Levi. We will get to 7 with this.
理屈じゃないか。Aメロは渦のイメージ。ここはしっとり。
Come on.
金になど若気の至りじゃ。
結末へと。海黒土。
魔術の真理を掴んだぞ。ひれ伏せ。
沈んでる？魔法一つじゃ弱くても。
What do we remove? I think we remove one of you. Can you heal this much? I don't know. Let's hope you can't. Right, we do have an extra kill, right? With Colossal Summon. Because that gives us a Genesis Dragon that is 7 storm, that is 13. So there is always a chance that we can win next turn. And at least we could throw away Sweet Defender Golem. Okay, now our opponent heals up. Now even to 16. So this will not work. Yep, this does not work anymore. I think I will fuse 2 cards. Okay, first of all I need to draw. So draw 2. Play Celestial Convergence, trying to heal up. Try to get a little bit of immunity, right? Modify effect damage by -2. If we should have done that last turn instead of the Levi card. That would have forced out certain other answers. Because now we are just dead. Yeah. So that is what. Well, we could play Defender Golem. Oh yeah. Knight does 9 damage, right? Even reduced by -2, that is 7. Yeah. We are not beating that also. So yep, again lost the first match. Wow, I cannot play this deck then. We are also did not draw into Golem Lord, so let's hope we draw into this, right? We got a perfect second match last time with Haven. Maybe we get a perfect second match here. Anya, Toko, Anya, let's do it. Peace Weaver. Okay, whatever. Yeah, let me remove my pistol. We need some draw. Okay, this is so bad. I did not want all my Golem Lords here. Terrible. Okay.
魔法を使ってどうしても
Okay. Maybe we are fine. Maybe we are fine. Come on, can we draw?
一体や
Oh,
一
come
体
on.
当てるな
Oh, okay. We need you to play a follower so we can play Undying Witch. No.
魔力切れ
Okay, that is a follower, so we get this access. Also this one.
みんな仲良く日進月歩うどんが過ぎるな
Yeah, I think I will get Pascal up. So Golem Lord at this end of this turn put a Golem Lord this even stacks. We will try to go for the 5. Let him try to clear up my followers. Yeah. Next turn, Golem Lord. Use one card, put Golem Lord, right? How many we will have? We will have 5 damage to face. Yep.
つまん
How
ね
many pounds have left here? That will be 6 next this turn. Oh, that's already 8. That's a problem. That's a big issue. Okay, that is a really big issue. Anya, we need so many extra cards. That is not possible. What can we throw away? The king also will cost from 13 minus 8 to 5. So this turn he can play king, which actually loses us the game because we have literally no answer to king. Okay, this also loses us. He will be able to remove the entire board easily. Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
よろしくお願いするます
Oh, I wanted to play Golem Lord. Yeah, okay, we are done with this. I accidentally clicked the wrong card, but we were already dead next turn to king, so it doesn't matter. Yep, I am not good with dirt. This set it seems, but that is how I got into like GP finals. So yeah, sorry Anya, doesn't work out. What other deck can we play? Forest definitely cannot work. Shadow. Do we play Shadow really? Just hope that our luck bails us out with Masquerade Ghost too. Or we could try Portal, right? We were seeing the deck, right? That is how this deck looks. So we could play this. Play early cards into Shin. Huh? Oh, they had this one, right? Okay. Tempo Forest Craft, yeah, that is true. Earthright Rune Craft. Yeah, that didn't work out for us. Okay, let's try the Ghost deck, right? It relies on Masquerade Ghost to get a lot of Ghost and Gargantuan Ghosts. Let's try the trials with that. Failing the trials second time already. That is way too high. I do not feel. I mean, if you were failing matches that much, you would never have reached the trials. I guess sword is what we will have to do. It seems like that. Come on, come on, come on. It's already 4:25. No, no, no. It's like 1 in the night here in Netherlands.
海越え山越え屍越えて我が名はリュミオール金色の光
This is draw a card, but do we want to really draw into Masquerade Ghost?
ご主人様まだかな勧誘が嵐のようです
This is buff. This is
早
fine.
く会いたいな許さ
Come on, Bakke Bakke.
ない許さない
What card will you draw, Freya? We will play you on turn 4, I guess. And we'll figure out.
ダブルスの真髄は記憶
Okay.
バケバケバケ許さない憎い
I remember Bakirus was buff at one point.
許さない憎いダブルフォルト
So he can actually rush with me.
広がる海に
Okay,
夢も
our
離れ
opponent just healed up. Yep, that is just that. Freya, let's go. What does Lucius do? If our opponent is dragon, then destroy an enemy follower. And here, what does he do? Amulet. No. What we need to get?
許さない全部たわみで
その尊厳もういい
声が
How much do you need shadows? Necromancy 5, so we should not use a single shadow this turn. Yeah, that is fine.
憎い
Because we have evolved this turn, so next turn we can draw our Masquerade Ghost with Kerberos. This is how why Kerberos was even
誰か
used.
の希望
Cerberus.
に輝き
Curb,
届け
let's go, let's go.
すべての人に希望をこの街でも踊るぞこの街でも踊る
What?
ぞ
屈辱だ
Oh, this is pretty strong.
神への忠
You already
誠
have
我
it?
に示せ
Okay.
吠えるの私のやり方
Now put a fan with Masquerade Ghost here. Evolve. Reduce the cost.
うつつもしまうみんな怒ってますね怖いよ
せめて踊れこいつと共に血をまとい
そうだみんな
神も一挙
焼き付けよ
You see? But we can still easily lose. I mean, Buff is a pretty strong deck. I mean, a deck like this is actually very weak this meta. I mean, this guy can get banished very easily
街でも踊るぞ
and you just instantly lose. Give them Bane, so I will keep this still, right? We can use Bakirus.
心を燃やせ
神への忠 せ
And then I will draw you. That will remove the fourth follower, and we'll put another ghost in there. Do we have any problem with epoing? No, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And do you go face damage? Yep, you do. Aggro deck, turn 6 skill. Yep, that is how to do it. This is a tier 2, tier 3 deck if I remember correctly. Aokashi indeed. Let's go. This is pretty strong. Masquerade Ghost, whenever a ghost comes into play, give it +1/0, and whenever a ghost is banished, summon a Gargantuan ghost. So very strong. Oh, I hope it works out. I hope it works out. Come on. We have already failed trials with 2 different decks. How washed can I be? Go first. Okay, go first is pretty good. Oh, Masquerade Ghost we will definitely keep. I will also keep Slayer of the Dead. Is at least draw 1. Oh, come on. I already threw you. That's not good. I will have to play Mikhail to try to get a draw. Okay, this is decent. Do you like this? Another Mikhail? Come on. Okay. We can use Lucius to destroy something, right? But this thing will probably trade. Then we just need to put Mikhail and Freya back. Next turn, Masquerade Ghost. I hope you have Evoed. I think you will evoke Kiri, right? And then I can trade directly into that Kiri with Masquerade Ghost Evo. No? Okay. Probably will. Very bad. This guy can get banished instantly. That loses the match. Will probably happen right now. He has 13 cards drawn. He should have the sharp. No. Oh, yeah, that is a 3 play point card. That will happen right now. Coral Spirit, okay. Yep, that loses the game. There's not much you can do then. against dragon that high rolls like that. Give them pain.
憎い憎い
ご主人様まだかな。
憎い憎い
We have a lot of other destroyer followers. Maybe I should have used Q, Evo, trade, and then draw. Because this is a single choose follower, there were only 2 followers. I shouldn't have wasted this. Yeah, I am also pretty bad at the deck. Yeah. Okay.
新しい冒険が始まるのね。早く会いたいな。勧誘が嵐のようです。
We'll probably evo this. Okay, we'll evo that one. It simply doesn't even matter.
偉大にして言うわ。
水の泡にはさせないわ。
神への忠誠我に示せ。
準備はできて
天を
る？
拝せ。
この白人で未来を照らそう。
流水の全弱。
無限の可能性を信じ白人無双。
声憎い
準備はできてる？
憎い
死者にだって
憎い
存分
許さない憎い
Yep. We cannot even deal with the board. Should have saved up soul at extraction then. Yep, that is it. 5. We'll also recover 2 play points. I mean, we are already lost. That is why playing against dragon with this deck is pretty hard, because they have a way to banish Masquerade Ghost. And the deck works with banishing every other thing except the one card which Masquerade Ghost. So yep, that was it. They can also do this and then probably play Joe. Yep, that is a full kill.
この地に行っちゃう。
Okay, that is a trial.
情熱燃やしてみせろ。
Let's hope for the third one to go better, right? Please, can we get something good? Come on. Third time, please work. If not, should we go back to dirt again? Maybe for a few tries more.
Koete.
親愛なる落雷より
Third time against dragon. Maybe there are just dragon players left at this time. At this point, I will also have to play with dragon to lose this match. Then I can showcase this deck, right? So it's not the worst. We are already showcasing every other deck. Yeah. Can I draw into a Masquerade Ghost, please? or even Kerberos. I mean, Kerberos would not be great because we are not going second.
おいでなさい。バケバケ。許さない。準備はしたよ。
心を燃やせ。
憎い。やるね。
死者にだって尊厳は
許さない。憎い。
So what can we even do then?
おかえりなさい。待ってましたよ。
心を燃やせ。
広がる海に夢も広がる。
最年のキックオフ。駆けつけよう。
ご飯の後はゲームしましょう。
屈辱だ。
パキパキ。
この白人で未来を照らそう。
許さない。
全部たわみで。
無限の可能性を信じ。
前を打てよ。いってらっしゃい。
白人無双。
おいでなさい。
憎い。
よし。
Oh, should have left this at 3 health, right? Okay, that was a mistake. Even everything is wrong here. I'm already not playing well. This is too late into the night,
焦がれさせる。
right?
すべての人に希望を。
勧誘が嵐のようです。
心を燃やせ。
休めましょ
信じる道を。
神への忠誠我に示せ。死者にだって尊厳は天を拝す。
憎い。やるね。
う。うつつもしまい。
その尊厳壊せ。
許さない。憎い。
もういい。
憎い。
We can hope for ghastly banishment to do the job a little bit, right? Maybe.
ダブルスの心臓は記憶。ぬくぬくな海ですくすく。
ロマンがあるだろ。
もっともっと広がる。
神への忠誠我に示せ。焼き付けよ天を拝す。
踊れ。
憎い。果てなき翼、断罪の刃。
We do.
駆けつけよう。
X equals half the number of allied
満
followers
ちたなえ
banished.
ども我ら
X
の意
equals
志を。
7. So we will do 7 for damage. Okay. Okay, that didn't work out.
広がる海に夢も広がる。
絶好調である。
憎い。
踊れ。
憎い。
たたり
肉
当たりパワ
翼ある限り
Imagine if we had Masquerade Ghost somewhere around the middle of all this, right? Then this would have worked out. This is also basically a turn 8 kill, but you understand why this deck was tier 3, right? There are so many ways to remove Masquerade Ghost, which means then you can do nothing. Maybe I should have played Soul Extraction, removed this all that way, and kept it for later.
ー。怖かった。新しい冒険が始まるのね。
情熱は出せ笑わせんな
Okay, yeah, that was probably yes.
情熱燃やしてみせろ
Okay, now we have lost this too. Third time trials lost. Then let's just go with the dragon deck, right? We already see the power of this deck, so let's just go. Let's hope this one wins out. We have to win 2 consecutive matches at some point, right? Or even 2 alternate matches. At some point that will happen. I hope you get to GM. You are pretty close, friend. But we need the points, friend. We'll keep Kunban. This is terrible draw. We are already lost. Going second against Wrath with such terrible draws. We need Coach Joe to bail us out. Coach Joe, are you here? No. We are dead.
校長である
We need Brim crafting. Come on. Okay, my opponent is Evo. Okay, now we are probably fine.
会場のテイク。
Coach Joe, no, this. We are so dead. What is this?
僕だって誰かの希望に
Yeah, even this kind of basic thing can defeat us. What is this?
広がる海の夢も広がる
勧誘が嵐のようです。ドロップイン。
みんな
We'll have to literally evo Dragonborn Striker to get rid of this blooming cancer. Really? At least we are both breaking. Okay. We really need it. We really need it.
燃やせ
広がる海の夢も広がる
この地に浄化を。
水の泡にはワクワクね
この街でも踊るぞ。ご一緒に。
Okay. This should draw us 2 cards. Hopefully that is enough.
善行を積むためさ。呪い目覚めて溢れる。
闇より老いた白日にさらす
目覚める。さあいい弾圧を溶けてしまう。
闇の神様我らの主治
We need to evolve the third. Okay.
僕だって誰かの希望に
絶好調である
もっと敬うべきですよ。
全ての人に希望を
Should we play you or should we play this one? This is 510. No, this can be used as triple Evo. You have Clash, right? Deal 3 damage. Do you care about 3 damage?
行ってみましょう。街でも踊るぞ。ご一緒に任せて。ひどいじゃないか。これ以上は。
We have 5 evolved now. Yeah. Just look at all this bad draw. Right, all our payoff. Like the OTK. Instead of OTK, what is this?
新しい冒険が
And
始まる
meanwhile,
わ
our
ね。
opponent is drawing so much. Yeah. Don't tell me we are going to lose the 4th trials
み
too.
んなごめん。
呪い目覚めて溢れる。
I have to kill this.
僕らの美こそ全てに勝る。
Go to 3 health only, right?
呪われし獣が
オロ醜い
いけすかない。
出てしまう。
これこそ
いいよ。果てなき翼、断罪の刃。
偉大にして言うが。
道たがえども我らの意志を。
ダブルスの神髄は記憶。スマッシュ。
これが
We have Brazil, we have Dragon Bond, so we can still win. I mean, it will not be easy, though. It will really not be easy.
果てなき翼、
Yep,
断罪
exactly.
の刃。
This is going into an attrition. Whereas what we need is
道たがえ
just
ど
to
も
win straight
我
up.
らの意志を。翼ある限り。
ダブルフォルト。
Okay. Okay. So our opponent is at 12 down, a little bit more down. Okay. They don't have a literal retribution,
神
but it's lower.
元
Okay.
も落とす。
This guy would get storm,
溶けて
you
しま
get
う。
damage.
みんなごめん。
3, 5. Okay, that's not a problem. 12, 16.
ダブルスの神髄は記憶。
情熱は出せ笑わせんな。
これ以上はこの地に浄化を。
Okay, this is also another
情熱
OTK.
燃やしてみせろ。
Because if you have Dragon Ball Striker which can evolve, then this is what? 9? Oh, this is 19 damage only. 16, 3, 19. Okay, yeah.
さ
Not good.
すが私です。えへん。
Because the 4th trial to get a 3rd win. Hopeless, hopeless. At this point, I think at this point, watchers can even say, if somebody ever watches this video, that do I even deserve this sleep and GM? I cannot even get easy wins here. What am I supposed to say? Let me drink some milk here.
五色
Attack.
絢爛万家の法王悪をなすバルバロスの名のもとに
Okay. This looks a lot better. We are going first also. We have Coral Spirit to throw away something important. Okay.
広がる海に夢が
Medical Oka Rider is probably the best one.
会場の拡大
Okay. Okay. We are having some good chance now. Come on. It doesn't matter. You do whatever you want. We are just not trading there.
ダブルスのシーズンに記憶がクワクね
Because if we trade, then they can use the blade. Not if we don't. Not if we don't.
この重厚なる盾を見よ
That doesn't work out. You can trade there.
声が
Still fine.
ダブルスのシーズンが記憶ツーブライドだスマッシュ
Roger.
おかえりなさい待って
Oh,
ましたよ
my opponent. Obo. At 30 points only on the last day.
いい悪意だったぜ
Oh, thank you. Thank you. GM sleeves. Here it is. Grandmaster throwback rotation. Grandmaster order throwback rotation. Okay.
さすが私ですえへん
Sasuka watashi desu indeed. We won. Okay. Let's go to profile. Oh. That was such an arduous journey. And since we got the sleeve, right, let us check with any deck. We do have the sleeve working, right? No. Which category is it? Okay, here. Is this even that different from the order sleeves? It is just a shading difference. Okay. Then what do we need to do? Let me start Worlds Beyond. We need to transfer this even today. Today, come on, come on, come on. And we got 10 packs here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What is our ranking? 5,000 points. Master ranking. We could play one unlimited match, but I don't care about the packs anymore, right? So it doesn't matter. Right, if you see the unlimited ranking previous 116, I mean there are some where I did not even play a single match, like for months even, almost to the end. It's also like here, there were multiple months that I did not play. It was sad that I missed. Now we have missed that opportunity forever. But yeah, that just happens in life. Then let us close Shadowverse. Right, let us close Shadowverse. And let us go to Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. Okay. Okay, what is this? Clear all the missions to get 10 Anathemas Gambit card pack tickets. You have claimed your login bonus. Where? Anathema's Gambit, please give us something good. Oh, we have a legendary. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, Mew, welcome.
早いの
Oh, we missed him.
早いの早いの飛んでけみんなスカーが好きだね追いついちゃうよスカー軽々と
Okay. Let's just quickly try to transfer if we have something good. Can we transfer the sleeve today, please? Additional menus. Link. Check. Yes. And we got this Grandmaster Order throwback rotation. Premium sleeves. Premium sleeve obtained. Win one ranked match. Okay. Win 2 matches. Yeah, that will take some effort. What were the release missions? We can claim all of that. 3-pack ticket. Okay. Play 20 followers, evolve or super evolve 5 times. Complete a normal mission, play 15 spells. Okay. Win 5 matches, open a park chest, draw 50 cards. Open a park chest. That is very easy. We will be doing that, but let's go to the lobby. Bahamut? Is that a friend? Okay. Join. Unlimited. What deck can be used in unlimited? RAM. I have not even changed any of the decks. Wow, the game is really lagging. The encoder is not working good of OBS with this game, it seems, or probably my laptop is overheating. Or probably we are in the park, that is why.
ウータナ記録ゲームでしょ楽しまないかお客様ですかご一緒に
吹き去る宿命が俺を呼ぶ
荒波はクラゲの舞踊ゆらゆら
嘘でしょ
無気力だるすぎ世界の敵を共に滅相首落とすか滅びの消えろはい終わり
If they get Marvin, they will have to trade, right?
目に罪あり
Yeah.
うつつに罰あり
潰しちゃ
that allows us to forte.
絶望こそが救いとなろう。
破れたのか。黒き流翼、空を引き裂く。こうしてみようか。強者消えろ。もっと人に優しくしないと。空が果てまで導いて。
一点使い無敵無双。天下無二天下無比。
死ぬぞ。
上流を越えた遅れるなよ。とくと見よ。
田中様。
とくと見よ。痛快なり。
We can do 4 damage to war. Unholy vessel and then
いやー逃げるか。
面をかぶるは竜のこと。ロマンを探す後悔だ。反響ありか。
救えはしない。俺も誰も
ちょっと強くするね。
届かない。
お客様ですか。ご一緒に。覚えておれ。
完成を知れ。
背負い続ける。
声をかけるよ。ガオーってね。ご一緒に。正しき視座は眠るから。
I do have one answer. Not the best answer, but we'll have to deal with it.
灼熱もいてつく絶対レード。首落とせか。天すら凍る。自分を信じて。すべて世界の敵を共に滅相。
We will probably lose because now we have no answers to Aether or something like that. I know my deck, right? I don't even change and put important cards.
仕組みが俺を呼ぶ。
神の不在を恐れるなかれ。
破れたのか。
Lucky win. I was going to say Azure Fate would win us the match,
今回は負けか。
but yeah, that is way too lucky. But that is what is called being a dragon man, right? Just be lucky. Just draw cards in the right order. And even then, it was such a close match, right? We drew everything that we needed. Thanks for the match. F request. We completed everything. Did I not get anything extra from yesterday? Okay.
これは。
Win 5 matches. Okay, we need to win the 5th match. Which we anyway have to do because of this, right? Win 1 ranked match, win 2 matches. We are at 1965. Should be fine. So we were using what deck? I think Dragoncraft, right? Standard Dragoncraft. The only cards we have. $8,924. What is this?
オータナ黄色か。うん、それがしたいの。
Maybe I'll keep some early cards. I really don't know what deck am I facing. Crystal Room? Could be. Okay, no ramp. But I only have 5 ramp decks, so obviously it's not going to work out. So what is this? Petty Predator, gain 2 or civil. Okay. Obviously it's going to be that deck, right? Yeah.
あがのクラゲの舞踊。沈む。ロマンを探す後悔だ。反響ありか。走りがいあり。次のポイントへ。もっと持ってきて。お前は私の前にいる。首落とすか。熱い獣に落ちる。継続。四季の向こう。試練は続くのね。
I mean, when you were going to trade, our health was 6, right? And oh, they were going to be only at 5. That makes sense. Okay. Let's
頼
just
れる
put
穴
you
手間
on
は
board.
こちらで大忙しい。行きましょう。どこまでも行きましょう。どこまでも。おいで。受け取って受け取って。これどうぞ。天地霊作。受け取って。なんてことなんてこと。
It's really hard to say what. I mean, this is dirt rune, obviously. But what will opponent play here? I am not even familiar with the cards.
心理の一
I'm
撃
just
だ。
winging it. Okay, they play Cagliostro, that is pretty strong. But that is not super skybound art, obviously. But that means that they have another one in hand, for sure. They drew this second one much later, probably.
余人も残さず炭と化せ。
張りがあるでしょ。今は満ちてる。マナを超えあーんするから
はい
帰ってね。
耐えられるか。
お前死ぬぞ。のーい張りがあるでしょ。今は満ちてる。
9514. That Evo will mean Sandal Pawn in hand can kill us. So that would be the end. But yeah, there's nothing else we can do. That's life. So every turn they will get 2 damage.
ひざまずくな。おうこれが真理の一撃だ。ひざまずくな。色を知る。まるっと。
均衡を保つは白き方。
首を落とすか。
我が警報を
せよ。
We win the match. Good job.
そこだね。
Yeah, Sokodane. Done. Hopefully that was daily finished. Or not. Evolve or super evolve? Still left. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's play one final match. Then we open the packs and then we will end the stream. Right? I mean, this is one evolve left, so we will get that no matter who wins. Oh, Sagatsumachi, 16,000 points, friend. What is this? Diamond group even. Huh? Diamond group. Oh.
オータナ黄色か。お前の赤。
We
濃
want
いか。
ramp. Come on. Okay, ramp is here. Ramp. Are they going to take
灼熱の
something
凍てつく
okay, but I still want ramp. Maybe if they play anything else, I will play slots. Otherwise, I play ramp again.
ロマンを探す後悔だ。
That's
本業あるぞ。
slot.
思考。それは何。灼熱も凍てつく絶対霊。私だってみんなの力に。
So which of these three is getting evil? This one is the hardest for us to deal.
私だってみんなの力に。首を落とすか。
Good job.
今度こそ私も。
剣山剣山我ここにあり
首を落とすか。
カナへの力が入り同僚
Okay.
剣山剣山
Okay, we literally
我
have no way
こ
out
こにありやりやがる
こう
because
してみよう
they
か。
have just too much firepower.
今度こそ私も。
Unless I draw. No.
き世界やりやがるな。
ロマンを探す後悔だ。反響ありか。次のポイントへ。こうしてみようか。海底の潜水。
Can I recover from here? I don't think so.
剣山剣山
Definitely
我
not. Not
こ
like
こ
that.
にあり。
均衡を保つは白き方平等を。
やりやがるな。
お前はもう燃え終えた。運命です。お前死ぬぞ。余人も残さず炭と化せ。お前はもう燃え終えた。お前死ぬぞ。余人炭になれ。
I mean, at least Ernst does not win directly, right? That is a great thing.
空の果てまで
Because
導いて。
Ernst will do what? 11 damage on
荒
you.
波が
Yep,
クラ
so
ゲ
they
の
need
舞
to
よ。
find other
総
ways
会
to play.
の牙に汝をくらいゆらい。
愛
I mean, it's not like it's a great thing for us because next turn Ernst definitely wins. So we have to also
荒
do
波
the
が
same
ク
thing.
ラゲの舞よ。総会の牙に汝をくらいゆらい。海の涙が。首を落とせか。獰猛なる波動のこれはいかに。
Yeah, but now we are out of hero points. So now we are done. Done and finished for sure, right? We cannot even play Zoe, even accidentally, otherwise we just instantly die. I have to remember that. And this Burnite is like really OP. What is this?
均衡を保つは白き方。
首を落とせか。
我が剣は友のために。
海の中。
If we had another Evo, we would win. But we don't.
世界の均衡
Let's
は揺ら
just
が
suicide,
せない。
right?
消えろ。
So we lose by one turn. I mean, you can just stop. We would lose.
破れたのか。ロマンを探す後悔だ。反響ありか。
Yeah, but we lose by one turn. But one turn loss is a loss.
反響ありか。
数回リズム。
いいな、お前。
Oh my, indeed. You're good. You're good. So those missions were all done. Hopefully, let us quickly check. Right now, I'm not playing this too much since I was playing Shadowverse Classic, and I still want to play the story there quite a lot. So we will see how this will work. First, let us get that right final. Yeah. That is 4 packs, so that is 10 packs. Okay. No. Shop. Come on, that was a mistake. 5 card packs. 69 to 79. First open one pack to get a guaranteed legendary. This is such a shame. This is a premium legendary. Good guess, right? Beloved masterpiece. This is a masterpiece. Deals 6 damage to all enemy followers. Runecraft. 9 cost. Super evolve. Okay, last words. Earthright 2 deal 3 damage to the enemy leader. Ward. But 9 cost. It looks like a very low powered set, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, no. That is, I mean, the dragon itself is telling us it's not a low powered set, right? Dragon is so absurd right now. But let us open 10 full packs. 70 to 80. Let's go. Gildaria looks so good. Only one? Looks to be even in the very first pack, 2 packs. That could be literally the 10th pack. No, this was the second pack. And it has Scarlet, Anathema of Dislocation. Portal Craft, deal X damage to all enemy followers. X is the number of differently named allied artifact followers that have entered the field this match. Fair enough. Artifact. Artifact off. Magnified Malice. Forest Craft. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. Combo 3 gain Crest Magnified Malice. Add a minimized anxiety. Oh, so you can combo this. Okay, sounds about right. Desolate Paladin. Yeah, everybody keeps banishing your friend. No wonder you're desolate and sad and depressed. Yep. Yeah, no need for that. We have currently legendary in 2 packs and we only have gold for 2 packs or rupees for 2 packs. That is good. Let's go. In Asia, Chief Coordination Officer. Well, with that dress sure. Select an enemy follower on the field and banish it. If there are at least 3 allied amulets on the field, restore 3 defense to your leader. Ward Aura. It's not terrible, but 7 cost, really? After the loss of Skelfin, this is what we get? Okay, I don't know what to say now. We even got a extra legendary. Which one even? We got a 4th copy or something? Okay. Art wise, I probably even like the old one better, but One Night, but it's all fine. Oh, Althenia, we got a fourth Althenia. Really, that is whatever. At least we are back to 100k. Okay, but that is all that we have. Good, good, good. So I think within a few days I will start to play rotation heavily again. Probably around the time when I need to do some tournaments. But yeah, for now this will be good. And in probably next episode we will play the battle dungeons with unlimited decks. I think with the egg deck in particular, I think I will like that. But yeah, I will end the video. So we did get the sleeve, right? Oh, let's check the sleeve. Let's check the sleeve. Let's check the sleeve. Oh. Yep, we have it. We have this. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hooray! Yes, that is a good job. So let's end the game on this note. So thank you all for watching. See you all later then. Bye bye. We did get GM0. We will get GM also for Unlimited Colosseum, but not in rotation, in the unlimited format. Rotation, I'm tired of Colosseum decks. The first time that the first experience was quite bad for me. So we will play unlimited primarily, even though limited is not in a good shape. But last month, anyway, I will be playing a lot of rotation in the Heroes of Shadowverse, which was basically the best set. So that is it. But yeah, this video is a 10 minutes. So thank you all for watching. See you all later then. Bye bye.